How cool.
Slow. Slower than slow. It's the only way.
Hi, we're Jen, Elliot, and Ollie. In 2019, we left the United States and backpacked through 11 countries, all before deciding to come back home and try something completely new, pivoting into boat life. Our current adventure is America's Great Loop, a 6,000-mile journey through small towns, big cities, and the wilderness from the eastern portion of the United States, through the Great Lakes and Canada, and down the Midwest rivers, all aboard our home on the water, Pivot. Make sure you subscribe as we share our journey through the highs, lows, and everything in between.
Oh, you wanna go for a cruise today?
Good morning from the land of maple leaves. Today we have 5 more locks before Lake Simcoe, which we have been very strategic in our planning.
We're currently at Lock 35, which is here in Rosedale, and it was a gorgeous one. Fantastic night's sleep. Beautiful, you just hear the rustle of the leaves, birds chirping this morning. Today is going to be super fun because we have another hydraulic lift lock, just like Peterborough the other day. And it's going to be a really exciting cruise today. Are you excited, Ollie? I'm excited. Are you excited? Right after leaving the Rosedale Lock, you come into Balsam Lake, which is a pretty large body of water. And this was going to be our backup plan last night if we couldn't stay at the lock wall. We were going to come on here and tuck into the windward shore and just drop the hook on any of the small islands here in this lake. And it's pretty. I can imagine how it'd be good fishing, tons of good anchorages, and on a better day, or maybe even perhaps later today, there's going to be houseboats galore all throughout this area.
Coming into the Trent Canal, you are supposed to do a securite to tell anybody on the other side of the canal that you're coming through, because it is very narrow, and this is recommended for any of the larger boats. Majority of the loop boats, it's suggested that you announce yourself. I think it's for boats over like 30 feet. So we are about to do that because it is very narrow in here.
Securite, securite, securite. This is westbound motor vessel Pivot heading into the Trent Canal. All concerned traffic, please report. Standing by on 16. Over. It's about 8:50 right now, so technically nobody could be coming east unless they were staying at the lower lock wall. So that's nice.
Yeah. This is such a beautiful canal. It reminds us a lot of the Dismal Swamp, and we really wish we could throw up our drone right now because it is so beautiful. But instead of swampy, it's more like mountainous and rocky. It's not like super mountainous, I guess. It's like hilly and rocky and like super green trees. It is just beautiful. It is stunning. It's so pretty.
there's been a lot of chatter on the radio this morning because a couple boats locked through with the first lock through at the Kirkfield Lock, which is on the other side of this canal, meaning that they just finished locking through about 10 minutes ago. And luckily, all the boats heading west, us and 2 looper boats ahead of us, have been calling out securite. So we've been chatting, trying to figure out when they're gonna leave. And it looks like they're gonna be waiting for all of us to get to the lock before coming, which means they're gonna be waiting like 25 minutes for us all to get in. And I guess that's just how it has to be because it's super narrow here. And there have been like 1 or 2 areas that like you could probably pass. They're few and far between. However, like the canal is kind of separated by Mitchell Lake. So if they can come through to Mitchell Lake, then there's plenty of room to pass. It's still narrow, but not quite as bad. But we're almost to our lock for the day, for the morning. Our first lock for the morning. Now that we're at the Kirkfield Lift Lock, we are officially at the highest point of the Trent-Severn Waterway. It's all downhill from here, folks. How are you doing today? Great. About halfway. Yeah? Look, your line's on the yellow rail. The yellow rail, alright. Yeah. Sounds good.
This is gorgeous. This lift lock is just steel, and so you can see right through it, which is really, which is different than the Peterborough lift lock, which was concrete. And so although this lift lock you don't go up as much, it's a very different experience being able to kind of like see through it. Like just looking over, I can see the ground over there, which is like very strange.
And we're still very high up. Like,
yeah,
looking out that way, wow. This is awesome. The view here is, in fact, better than the Peterborough one.
I'd have to agree.
Yeah. The lock may be less cool, but the view is better.
Yeah.
Wow. How cool. Ah, this is awesome. It is an elevator. This is so cool.
Oh my gosh. How cool.
That's so cool!
Oh my gosh. It's a waterfall there!
That lock was one of my favorites so far. So cool. We were so fortunate, the only boat in the lock. The views were incredible, the engineering, a marvel. Mwah. It's what it's about. Ouch. Oh, almost ran into the marker. I almost freaked out for a second because the green is on the right side and I'm like, how am I gonna fit on the other side? Oh no, the markers switch. We are now heading downstream, which means greens are on our right. Whew. Lovely.
Oh, I've been looking through the lens of a telescope, but I could only see the space between us. Guess I've been waiting on the stars.
Oh, wow. That is pretty shallow. We haven't really had the time to measure where our depth sensor is. So when we were going through the Peterborough Lift Lock, they mentioned that the basins were controlled to a depth of 7 feet. I looked at our depth finder, and that led us to say that it's about 3.2 feet offset. Knowing that, we're saying as little as 5 feet right here total. So knowing that, I probably wouldn't go down the Trent-Severn with a boat that has a 5-foot keel. Maybe a little bit less, because that's a little too close for comfort, in my opinion. Pivot's keel is 3.5 feet, so our draft is really not that much. We've had a really good luck on the entire loop so far. We're really happy with it. Of course, the smaller the better, but it's not too bad.
Don't know a thing about astrology and horoscopes. I wish I could be a make-believe. I need a little bit of faith in my life.
That is so cool. Built in 1905, so it is over 100 years old. That is just wild.
Feel something at all. I was looking for love in the wrong places until you made all my dreams come true. Thought I was looking for a soulmate, but I was looking for you.
Now that we are going down in the Trent-Severn, we'll be locking a little bit differently. And the wind just picked up, so of course, like, duh, the wind's ready for us, making it a little bit more challenging. But this time, in terms of locking, what we'll be doing is just handing the line to the lock tender, and they will feed the line around the cable for us, and then they'll hand it back to me so I can like cleat it off just temporarily, so that way like we can each get situated on our own cleats before like the lock lowers. But it's just a little detail that makes it a little bit different of an experience.
Looks like there wasn't quite enough room for us to lock through with the 3 boats, so they told us to pull off on the blue line, and we'll wait here for our turn. It's really not a bad thing to be held up at these lock walls because they're all so unique and so different. In this one, we're kind of, since we're on the blue line, we're on the dam side, so we get to see that, which is pretty neat. And then we get to say hi to the lock tenders and just see the boats go down, you know? Who knows if we'll ever be back here, so why not enjoy as much as we can?
There's 2 winches on either door, both on like the east side and the west side, and they open it up manually. They crank it open, and it opens up this apparatus that allows the water to flow in. And when there's no boats in there, they do it complete, like they open it all the way, so that way it'll go quicker. So it's like the water is rushing in right now, like really intense. But whenever there are boats in there, the manual winches allow them to very easily control the water, so it's not a like rapids essentially.
Is it hard?
Oh boy, oh yeah.
It looks hard.
Oh.
Is that slow or is that normal speed?
Okay,
Oh,
good.
okay. She's making us feel good.
Right there.
Oh yeah, that is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like rolling over it.
You're doing that.
Yeah, manual labor, baby.
You're going nice and slow.
Slower than slow. It's the only way.
Well, thanks for letting us do the wheel. That was awesome. Wow. Not too bad. Not too difficult.
No, you got the easy job.
Yeah, work it, work it. Come on. Put in the muscle.
Cool. It's so impressive that there's no like electricity here, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, no, it's all manual, no hydraulic. I think they purposely keep it that way just to have some of the locks, you know, the traditional style, how it always used to be.
Yeah.
Rather than making it, you know, automatic.
Yeah, probably. I mean, do things break less often on these?
Yeah, that is true. You know, you don't run into so many problems because it's all manual. You know, we always maintain it as well. We always have people come in every month or so just to kind of re-grease it as you see there. And
oh yeah.
Make sure everything's kept in check.
Interesting. Very interesting.
And that's it.
That's it. Wow. All right. Cool. Cool. Awesome. Well, thanks for that, Ian.
No problem. My pleasure. My pleasure.
That was awesome. Ian is a student working here in the summer, and he let us man the winches. Get a little bit of a workout in. Ow.
It's probably good because we need a workout being on the boat. Coming up to Lake Simcoe, there are 5 locks that are one after another, and 4 of those are very, very close to each other, and this is the very first of those 4 locks.
We're trying to scrounge up some leftover lunch. Well, we going to the next lock.
Slow down my breathing before the work starts again. Before it starts again. Listen to the birds in the treetop past my window ledge.
Doors are opening.
Roger.
Very slimy walls on this one. Ugh. This is one of those rare circumstances where navionics and the markers are saying something completely different. Here the markers are saying to go to the left of this island and navionics is saying to go to the right. So strange, but we're just gonna take it nice and slow and follow the markers because trust what you see before your charts. We are officially through. While Navionics may have been correct, the markers were correct. Which is good to know. And we're almost at the next lock. There's the dam. We've come into a different region of the Trent-Severn Waterway. A lot more farmland, open, a little bit more open. It's really pretty, very shallow, just like the rest of this section today. I saw 1-2, which is theoretically 4. So 4 feet 4 inches. Be tight with the bigger boat.
Calm yourself down. You might not take the time if you don't start now. Oh, calm yourself down.
Yeah, very smooth, very smooth.
Yeah, take a nap like this.
The doors are opening. Okay. Power line is off.
All that I want is more than you can give me. All that I need is a simple life. I don't need no problems. No, I just want sunny skies. I cannot live.
It's a bit tight coming into the second to last lock. There are a lot of boats and the canal is tight. It's a bit of a tight approach.
Second last lock today. Feeling today?
I'm a bit tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. Today, there's a lot of locks, so you're constantly going, and then in between locks, you're docking on the wall. So,
Boom, boom, boom.
boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
Don't give up, don't you give up on me. Don't give up, don't you give up on me. Don't give up.
These last few locks have been so smooth. We believe it's because of the mechanism that they're able to really control the amount of water that's flushed into the chamber, and it makes for such a comfortable ride down. It just feels like it's like nap time almost.
And even though it's a mechanical tool, it's the lock masters that are making it slow for us. So thank you to the lock masters. Every time the engine goes off, Ollie goes to sleep. Comes back on, Ollie comes out. Come on. And just like that, we're at our final lock for the day. The final lock before Lake Simcoe, and it's open for us. So with no more waiting, thank goodness. But every single boat today has had to wait because even the boats that locked through when we left them, the two livery boats, they were just right in front of us. So it's just one of those days. It's just about 2 p.m. and we left before 8. So it's been a good day already. And we haven't done that many miles, but that's just how the canals and waterways go.
Don't give up, don't you give up, don't you give up on me. Don't you give up on me. All that I want is someone to rely on. Don't give up, don't you give up on me. Don't give up, don't you give up on me. Don't give up, don't you.
The only thing that stands between us and Lake Simcoe is a swing bridge right now. And we are trying to get on the other side of this swing bridge. There are 2 break walls on either side of the canal to protect from Lake Simcoe. And we are hoping to stay there overnight tonight. The reason for it is that we are basing our crossing of Lake Simcoe, which is not really a full crossing, it's just like cutting the corner almost. But we're planning our crossing based off of the weather. And so this swing bridge won't open until 9 a.m. tomorrow. We want as many options as possible in terms of leaving tomorrow morning. We don't want to be waiting for this swing bridge. We might be leaving super early depending upon the weather. So we are going on the other side of this swing bridge. And our backup plan, always a backup plan, is to just turn right around if the walls on the other side of the swing bridge are full with other boaters. It's just to turn around and go back to the lock wall at the previous lock that we were just at.
With Canada, we have found so many spiders, which there's also a lot of bugs. And for me, I'm pro spider. I mean, they kind of freak me out a little bit, but like they do so much good. But I have a rule, and spiders are not allowed like above the galley. They're not allowed in the bedroom. This little spider bro is peeking out above the galley. So I'm gonna try to rescue him, put him outside. There we go. He's outside. Okay. Mission success.
He came down when I was cooking dinner.
He said it smelled good. I've been at the lock wall for a few hours now, and Jen, myself, and Ollie, we all worked out at the corner, just trying to, you know, get a little exercise. Been sitting on the boat too much lately. And now Jen has cooked this amazing meal. Jen's been sort of like tweaking some recipes for some homemade black bean burgers. So I'm excited to try the 3rd iteration. And then we have like a Mexican Southwest salad with corn, black beans, cilantro, red bell pepper, looks like some cojita cheese, some red onion. Looks amazing. Thanks, babe.
Welcome.
Love you.
Love you.
Well, that's the end for today, folks. Thank you guys so much for watching our video. Tomorrow, we're going to be cruising across Lake Simcoe, and we're really excited. Weather looks fantastic. We're going to check it again in the morning, and then we're going to explore a new town of Aurelia. So make sure you're staying tuned for that and you're subscribed. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching.
It's a moon!
Oh, dolphin? Ouch. Little skirt. Full send.
Full send.
Snow's too soft. Still gonna send it.
Still gonna send.
And I just saw one foot. Let's see. I'm in the middle of the channel. You do not want to have high draft here. Green, alright. Why are they going on that side of the marker?